Hey Dadpreneurs, in this video I'm going to share with you the secret to success according to Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Just got done hanging up my Biggie poster and my old Muhammad Ali one. I've had these posters for years, had them hanging up in the old house, and hey, this is a bachelor pad now. I'm a single dad, so I'm kind of decorating the walls in that. This is like my man cave / office / loft. So anyways, let's get to the point of the story. Years ago, I think in 2016, there was a Warren Buffett documentary on Netflix. I highly recommend it. That fascinating guy. When it starts, the documentary starts off and it's him in a McDonald's drive-thru getting breakfast. He stops at McDonald's every morning and he counts his change, like $3.24, gets it out and gives it to him. Guy's worth $60 billion some dollars, and he's getting his quarters and his dimes and that. And his wife, she puts the money in the cup holder. There's 3 options, 3 different amounts of money, and that's how he determines what he gets for breakfast. Oh, she gave me the middle one. I can get an orange juice and 2 egg McMuffins. Really cool. But anyway, so they talk about this story. I think it's in the 80s where Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, I think it's when they first meet each other. It's a dinner party with successful businessmen, businesswomen, CEOs, things like that. And Melinda Gates, Bill's wife, is hosting the dinner party, and she asks everyone at the dinner party to write down their secret to success or their key to success or what they credit their success to. And some people wrote a couple sentences down. Some people maybe wrote a couple paragraphs down. Bill and Warren wrote down one word. It happened to be the same word, and they weren't sitting next to each other. They weren't, they weren't copying off each other, taking notes or anything like that. They were I don't know if they were opposite ends of the room, but they weren't sitting next to each other. But it's ironic that they wrote the same word down. And that one word, focus. That was their key to success, both of them. And Steve Jobs has a great quote that I've referenced a lot over the years. And it says, "Focus and simplicity. Once you get there, you can move mountains." Powerful, powerful stuff. In the online marketing space, we call it shiny object syndrome. And what it is if someone puts out a course and you purchase it, and it's a business model on how to make money doing X, Y, and Z, and you typically promise some huge results with easy money typically, and you have these unrealistic expectations. It happens to all of us. You buy the course, you give it a shot for 3-4 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. Some people only a matter of days. Some people a couple of hours. That's the mindset of some of these people. You don't see those results that the sales page or the webinar promised. You get discouraged, self-doubt creeps on, you think you're doing something wrong, you're not made out for this, and then all of a sudden someone else is launching another course, a shiny object. It could be something completely different from this one over here. But again, they're promising easy money, and then you go and try this one, and you give it 3, 4, 5 weeks. You're not seeing the results. You get discouraged. Self-doubt creeps in. It's just a snowball, and it happens over and over and over again. You just jump from shiny object, absolutely zero focus. Back to the whole word of focus. And it happens to all of us. I know because I'm speaking from years and years, unfortunately speaking from years and years of experience of doing that, of buying the ebook or the product or the webinar or whatever it is and jumping from idea to idea to idea. It's a real problem. So I want to share one more story. Back in 2015, I was doing client work still. I got started in 2010, and client work's tough. It can be very stressful. I took some things personally when I lost a big client. That kind of snowballed downhill, and it affected everything else. Personal life, a brand new baby was coming in 2013. So client work is very tough. So I was looking for other avenues, and I started dabbling in Amazon FBA. It was newer. I don't want to say it was brand new, but it was newer at that time. And I liked what I saw, so I started getting into that. I bought a $1,000 course, and I was going through that, and it took a lot longer than I thought. There's a lot of back and forth with the suppliers. They send products over from China. You got to wait for it. You got to test the products. You got to quality control. You got to find a supplier you like working with, open lines of communication. You pick a supplier, then you bulk order 100, 500 items. Then you got to inspect all of them. You got to individually wrap them, barcode them, send them all off to Amazon. It's a lot of time. A lot of the time is just the shipping back and forth from China. It's just a waiting game. It's a pain in the ass. So my friend was asking if I had done anything with Shopify, and I wasn't interested. She kept asking. Then finally, after about 3 weeks of asking, I was like, God, I'm really sick of this Amazon thing. It took me 2.5 months to make my first full retail sale, which I think was $15. The product cost me $5.25. Amazon takes about 30%, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Left me about $4 or $5 profit. Unfortunately, I had to give like 30 of my products out to get reviews. That's kind of how you game the system. So I was deep in the hole when I made my first sale. So I dabbled in Shopify. I had no experience with Shopify. She showed me, she explained how drop shipping works. You go to AliExpress, you find a couple products, you take those images, you put them on your Shopify store. When someone orders on the Shopify store, then you go to AliExpress, you purchase it for them, basically copy and paste their name, their address, and things like that, and then AliExpress sends the product to your customer. That was before Oberlo and all the automation apps. Again, that was at the very beginning of the Shopify days. Got into it, and so I launched the store on Thursday. I didn't have an about page. I didn't have a logo. I didn't have the terms of service. I didn't have privacy policy. I had like nothing in place. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I launched ads on a Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, woke up Friday morning, and I had my first sale about, I think it was around 9 o'clock. It was 21 hours after I had initially set up my Shopify account. Shopify offers a free 14-day trial. So I hadn't spent any money on Shopify. Facebook ads, you get like a $50, I think I was at a $50 window where I didn't give them any money yet because I had like a $50 bank, I didn't have to pay that bill. And then I didn't buy the product yet, because I was just using the images. So I didn't buy the product till the person gave me money. So I had made my first sale. I was already in the black in like 21 hours. Meanwhile, this Amazon business that I got $1,000 in the course, I got about $700 in product cost, and I have 2.5 months, and I've made my first sale. I'm in the, not super deep in the red, but I'm in the red, probably damn near $2,000. And so Shopify, I was like, wow, I made a sale in 21 hours. This is cool. I don't know if I made a sale the next day. The third day I made a sale. The following day maybe I made 2 sales. But I did about $250 that first month. July I did about $2,200. And then I finally told myself, enough of the juggling the client work, the Amazon FBA, and the Shopify. Obviously I wasn't focused. I hadn't watched the damn Warren Buffett documentary yet, obviously. And so I told myself at the end of July, you know what, I'm done with this Amazon business. I'm not going to take on any more clients. I'm going to continue serving the 2 or 3 that I had left. I'm going to go all in on Shopify. And so that's what I did in August of that year. And I did $15,500 in the 3rd month because I went all in. And at that time, that was really good. Again, Shopify was fairly new with us internet marketers. And it was awesome for me. It was like, holy shit, like, the power of focus, I think I went and did $27,000 the following month. I started paying off my car, student loans. It was awesome. And that was the power of focusing and going all in on one thing. So that's it. Focus is the key thing. Another quote from Steve Jobs is, focus is about saying no. Saying no, get tunnel vision on it. Commit yourself to 90 days. That's what I typically tell when I was doing Shopify coaching for people. I would tell them, stick with one store for 90 days. In internet marketing world, that sounds like an eternity. In like brick and mortar business world, like 90 days, they're like, that's a blink of an eye, 90 days, focus, go all in. I'm not saying you're going to retire rich in 90 days. I'm not going to say you're going to be living the laptop lifestyle. However, in 90 days, if you're focused and putting in consistent action, doing the damn work each and every day, I promise you will have traction. You will be moving forward. And maybe in the next 90 days, you could quit your job or take your family on a vacation, whatever you want to do. But that's what it comes down to, focus and your ability to say no. So, hey, if you want to hear or if you want to watch more videos, hit that red button, that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions or any tips and tricks on how you focus, again, I'm a student of the game. I'm always learning. Share with us down in the comments below. We'd love that. Again, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking below, or I'll just put my little face up here and you can click the button for that too. All right, thank you.